guys, it's your favorite girl Snoozy of Where are you guys? You know when I come up here, it's always good vibes and good vibes only. You guys are back on today's episode of Speak Up with Snoozy, where just no day lag. So today we're going to be talking about a topic that most people feel, but they don't even talk about it enough. That is depression and anxiety. Yes, you heard me right. Over time, people feel this particular depression and anxiety, but they do not talk about it enough. And some people do not even know what they're actually feeling, because most times it hides under sadness, stress, or even just a feeling. We are not therapists, but we're going to be talking about this so that people will know how it feels, or based on experiences or conversation that is going to be helpful to anyone feeling that way. Today I'm going to be introducing my pretty guest to you. She is so fine. You guys, I'm out here with
Vivian Amuche.
Vivian. You look so good.
Thank you.
Your hair.
Thank you.
So introduce yourself to my people.
Okay, yeah, my name is Vivian Amuche, aka Viva.
Period.
And yeah, I'm the creative director for Viva Hive Hairs,
Good.
Viva Glam House, and every other thing you see Viva.
Nice. Very good, bro. Don't play. I love that. So, Viva, so we're going to be talking about depression and anxiety. How would you explain, what depression is and anxiety if you're being asked?
So, anxiety and depression, these are very broad topic, these are very broad topics people rarely talk about. And I won't say there's a particular, or there is a, known definition for anxiety.
Yeah.
But anxiety is your mind working over time.
Yeah.
Anxiety is like your mind trying to protect you, but this time around it's going overboard.
Yeah, sure.
When your mind is trying to protect you from something that is not even happening. And sometimes anxiety is just your mind working over time. You're scared, fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
What if, like, you're just scared of something that is going to happen. And the funniest part of it is that most times these things don't get to happen, but during that period while you're scared,
You're
it
terrified.
steals your joy.
Yeah.
It steals your moment. It takes you to a place you don't want to be. And there are times that you don't even know that you are going through anxiety. Sometimes you must have come out of that phase before you understand that, okay, a few moments ago I felt some way. And there are only few things that sometimes take you out of this anxiety. Might be the tiniest of things.
True.
Some people expect that, some people feel like anxiety is caused by not having money, not having this or that. Might be sometimes anxiety works in ways that you don't even expect.
True, yes.
There are times that you don't even know what is making you have that anxiety.
Yeah. I get
Do you understand?
Yes, I get you. So at what point does, anxiety lead to depression?
So I would not even say anxiety actually leads to depression.
Okay.
So let me try and differentiate these three things in my own understanding,
yeah.
because I think I've had these phases. I've had anxiety, I've had depression, and I've had panic attack.
Okay.
Panic attack is, I don't even know how to put it right now. Panic attack, should I say it is the mother that murdered their mother. That's panic attack for you. So anxiety, like I said earlier on, is your mind trying to protect you. You feel like something is going to happen. So anxiety comes in form of fear. You're scared.
Yeah.
You just notice that you're scared. You're shaking.
Yeah.
So depression, on the other hand, is you already have something bothering you. Let's say anxiety. You already have that anxiety of the fear, or let's just say there's something you've been thinking of. Like, let's say you're broke, or you want something to happen to you.
Yeah.
That's not anxiety. That's like you're thinking of, maybe you want money, and then you keep thinking of that particular thing over time. It leads to depression. You're down. You feel down. You feel weak. You are lost in thoughts of that particular thing. You're asking God maybe to do a particular thing for you, and you are deep in thoughts.
Yeah.
You are lost.
I get
that's
you.
that's depression for me. Then panic attack is
Just like the name
it's
implies,
another form of anxiety, but this time around, your heart is beating. You're scared. You've lost it. Like you've lost control. Sometimes you feel like you want to die. Sometimes you stop breathing. You're shaking. Like for example, on days I have like a panic episode, I have to hold my legs down, like to the ground.
Yeah.
Like you're scared. It comes with anxiety. You're scared. You don't even know what is
What to
happening at that
do,
time.
yes.
You don't even know whether to run away or to stay firm. Do you get it? But anxiety sometimes maybe you're going somewhere. So you are anxious of that thing you want to do. You don't know how it is going to come out. So
Yeah,
you're scared.
sure.
You have that fear in
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But I feel like panic attack is the worst because
Yeah.
you've lost yourself totally. You don't even know what you're doing at the point. You don't even know who to call. You don't even know where you are until you come out of it. So yeah.
So have you ever experienced any of these?
Hey, maybe no go there.
No, we
Maybe
need
talk
to
am.
go there. Let's talk about it. Like so, because my viewers want to know how you came out of it and every other thing. So just put us through.
Okay, so I had my first episode.
Okay.
For me to say I had my first episode,
Episode.
it means that they've been episodes.
Episodes. Ooh.
So I had my first episode in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it was after this the whole COVID,
Yeah.
and SARS.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
And there's this thing about mental stress. It doesn't just happen like it's something that must have piled up. Sometimes it's as a result of maybe childhood trauma,
Yeah.
different occurrences that has happened. It's more like the last straw that broke
Yeah.
that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's something that has been happening over time and it's just accumulating and then it bursts. So you think that maybe it is some people think that it is my heartbreak, the heartbreak I just had that led me into depression, that led me into anxiety and all that. Most times it is not it. It's occurrences that has been happening
Yeah.
from when you were little, and that is why when you go to see a therapist, they now start asking you your childhood history.
yes.
They want to know the
So
things
know
that
if
happened.
the source, yeah.
Yes, and for me,
The root.
when they were going to trace it down, it's actually things that have accumulated from when I was a child, right? And I realized that when I started to know when I got to know the meaning of anxiety, I realized that anxiety didn't just come. I've been having those symptoms from way back, but because I didn't know what it was, and that's why from your intro you said these things hide under the guise of sadness and feelings and all of
Stress
that.
and the like, yeah.
Sometimes there are a lot of people out there that are actually going through anxiety, depression, and panic attack,
True.
but they don't know what it feels. I saw a video online when someone said there's this feeling that comes and she takes razor blade to cut herself. So the moment she
yes.
cuts herself, she
She
feels
better.
herself. She feels
Oh my
better.
God.
So these are things that I think they need more. How do I put it? Is this what I'm trying to use? More sensitization.
Okay.
We need to sensitize people more about this mental stress. And some people try to stigmatize people that come out to talk about mental stress and say, "Oh, she's mad."
Mental. Yeah.
She's not mad. The brain gets sick, just like every other part of your body.
Yeah.
Just like you have stomach ache, you
Yeah.
have toothache,
Yeah.
your brain.
Headache and the like.
Sometimes our brain work over time,
Yeah,
and it is okay for you
true.
to feel stress.
True.
But some people try to run away from depression and anxiety by taking drugs
Yeah.
or doing stuff,
Yeah.
thinking they're trying to, come out of it.
Yeah.
But these are just temporal. I won't even call them solution. These are just temporal ways to put them aside.
Aside,
And the
yeah.
moment those drugs get off, you're going back to where
it.
you're going back
To
to where
square
you're
one.
coming
You can
from.
imagine.
So, like I said, anxiety is for me. I realized first that I had anxiety. I didn't even know I had anxiety. I was working in a company, and then my productivity reduced. Everything was not going the way it used to. I realized that I used to be lost in my own thoughts.
Oh my God.
So
yeah.
every time, like when I'm in my staff boss, I'm thinking, what if there's an accident? I'm always thinking about my family. I stop thinking about myself. I'm like, what if I get a call today and they tell me my mom had an accident? What if they call me and they told me that my other brother just died? What if I get a call and something happened to the next person? What if this person that is going this way? What if something? So
Yeah.
my HR realized that something is wrong with this person, and she called me and said, "Sit down, let's have a talk. What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't know. I feel this way." I'm not getting myself. I was no longer interested in the things that used to interest me. The food I used to like to eat. Everything was looking weird and strange to me. I couldn't even place it. I don't even know how it happened. So I was asked to see a
Therapist.
not even a therapist at the time. I was asked to see a consultant.
Okay.
There's this doctor I was asked to see. When I got there, she asked me a few questions, and she was like, she made me understand what I was going through. At the point, it was anxiety, right? She made me understand what was going through, and from there, I started to have one-on-one talk, conversation. And one thing I would tell anybody is, make sure you have someone you're talking to. No matter what it is, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're feeling, that feeling is valid. You're not weak.
And I think it is getting too much these days.
Yeah, some people think because you have anxiety, you are weak. You're not weak.
Not.
In fact, you are strong. Because when I hear someone committed suicide and all of that, and people are like, oh, why did they do that? This life is so sweet. Let me tell you. Let me not talk about panic attack, because panic attack will make you do the things you don't want to do. There are times you hear voices in your head. Maybe you are in a car. Open that car and jump down. Jump down. I've had that experience when I was in a moving vehicle on 3rd Milan Bridge, and the voice was saying, open that car and jump down. And these were times when I had not groomed my mind. I didn't know nothing about anxiety, depression, and panic attack. So now that I am aware, that is where awareness comes in. When you are fully aware of what is going on, you now tell yourself, it's in your mind. It's not real. You talk to that demon, because yes, I call it demon. It's in your mind. It's not real. Anxiety, panic attack, depression is something talking to you, your mind overworking and telling you things that are not real. Because it's trying to protect you. Like, oh, what if there's an accident in front? Jump down from the car so that nothing happens to you. Meanwhile, when you jump down,
you will die.
That is even the worst thing that's going to happen to you. So you need to be in control. And I'm sorry to say, I hate it when people tell people who are mentally stressed, come out of it. You are strong. You'll be fine. Those things are the worst thing you can say to anybody who is mentally stressed. Because these people are fighting battles. Do you know there are days you tell yourself, God, I want to be fine. Like they genuinely want to be fine. And sometimes some people link your anxiety or your depression to you have this, you have car, you have houses. There are people on the road that don't have these things. Why are you feeling this? I've seen days that I have everything I wanted. Like there was really nothing I needed, and I was still down. And that was when I realized that it's a mental stuff. It's not about the things you have. If your mind is not in the right place, and that is where rest comes in. I always tell people, no matter what you do, rest. Make sure you rest, because you see, this is our brain, our mind. There are times you see yourself, you're feeling, you don't even know how you're feeling. Just 10 minutes of rest, when you wake up, you feel better. So people think that life is about working. I always tell people to work smart than work hard. There's a difference between working hard and working smart. So when you work smart, you know when to rest. You know when to rest. Rest is the number one thing that helps people who
Nigeria,
are mentally stressed.
most people say just pray about it. Do you think those things help?
Bro, don't get me wrong. Prayer is good. Prayer is the key. Right? But not before depression, no. People will be like, I've seen someone say something like, when you know the word of God, and let me say something. Some mental stress are actually caused by, our hormones, especially for the ladies. Our hormones trigger our mental health. And that's why you see sometimes there are certain sicknesses, like, let me say, PCOS, for example. Any lady that has PCOS has the tendency to go through mental stress. So you are telling me now that someone that has PCOS and is having anxiety or depression from PCOS should just pray over it. not be prayer. At this point, not be prayer. There are certain things that you can use to manage your stress at the time. The kind of food you eat, the kind of food you eat, how well you walk.
Yeah.
The kind of exercise you do. Our body needs exercise, constant exercising. If you are someone that go through anxiety and depression, don't joke with exercising. That's why when you go to the gym, you ask some people, why are you coming to the gym? Most people are not coming to lose weight. Some people will tell you that if I not come gym 2 days, I go run mad. And not be joke.
True.
Because I realized that the moment I started, exercising my body, moving my body, working out, I started to feel better. And like that was one of the things that helped me pull through. Because I actually overcame that demon. So if you want to overcome anxiety, depression, and panic attack, you need to be physically fit. You need to always move your body. The kind of food you eat, you don't have any business with junks and all of that. The kind of fruits, taking water regularly, eating healthy.
Even the kind of things you watch.
Yes. And, you don't get business with Nigerian news. Like those days, early in the morning, 17 people were 50 people. You don't. Me personally, I don't. Once I see, I don't open it because those things trigger me. And you don't have any business with negative people. Cut them off. If you get knife, cut them off. Like cut them off. You don't need negative energy around you at all. So those are the things you first have around you before you now start doing the other stuffs. I hate it when people feel like when they visit the amenity center or they visit a psychologist or a therapist, the next person thinks that person is mad. There are a lot of mental sicknesses out there that people do not know. You see that person that is nagging unnecessarily
on the road.
You see somebody in your house, like someone is always shouting. There are some people you call sadists. Like the person is always sad. You get something where they do for her. There was a time I went to see my therapist and a mother brought in her child, a grown-up child. And what was she complaining of? The guy, every time he eats, he drops his plates in the same place. He doesn't like to have his bath. He doesn't like to do nothing. Like, the woman says the boy keeps wallowing in his own thoughts. Like, he's always at a place. These are the people we need to. And that is why I'm putting it to you out there. Look at those people around you. Your siblings, your friends, they're always acting weird. This is not the time to call them. That's not the time. This is the time you look at them and say, I've seen someone, because I already have an idea about all these things. So I've seen someone was behaving weird. And I said, you know what, this person needs to see a therapist. And when I called this person and spoke to the person and asked a few things, she opened up and was just telling me that sometimes there are thoughts in her head. Sometimes she feels like she's tired of living. When she wakes up, she doesn't want to. She feels like she should die in her sleep. These are symptoms of anxiety, depression, and the likes. So there are so many mental diseases, mental sicknesses out there. So many, there are different names. We have MDD, which is major depressive disorder. We have bipolar. We have anxiety. There are so many. So when you feel off, don't always feel like you're sad. Don't always feel that. Don't always think the person next to you needs money or calm down. Everything will be fine. It's not a matter of everything will be fine. And that's why you see people taking their lives. I remember when I had anxiety, I was always tired. I was tired of everything. Even when I had everything I ever prayed for. I mean, I got promoted at work, but I wasn't happy because I was going. There was this feeling I was having. Yes. I wanted to have my life back. It was as though I was in another world. I was having different thoughts in my mind. But with just one-on-one conversation, I realized that it's not that deep. It's just your thoughts. Yeah. It's just your thought process. You need to change the way you think and get busy. Find something doing something new. Maybe a new hobby. Some people go into knitting. Some people join dancing classes.
Some people say the devil's.
An idol man is the devil's workshop. Some people go to the gym. Some people learn a new skill. Do something to take you out of that place. Like I heard something happened to someone. There was this thing I heard on the news that someone took his life or something like that. Imagine
the person was cutting himself.
Imagine he had somebody he was talking to at that point.
Yeah,
like someone that really understand. It's different between talking to somebody and talking to somebody that understand. And that's why I always advise. I feel like in Nigeria, therapy should be legalized. Like we should have access to therapists.
It should even be, I don't know, it should be affordable.
It should be very, very affordable.
Very, very
because
affordable.
when someone says you need to see a therapist and you call and say I need a therapist and they tell you, someone will tell you 150 per one session. I mean, when you're in AGR, someone who's not okay. Where would the person get 150,000 naira from?
Can imagine.
So I feel like therapy is something that we like. A lot of people need therapy. A lot of people need therapy because by the time if you make this a open discussion and decide to ask people what they are going through,
oh my God,
you realize that
a lot of people
you realize
are
that
facing
anxiety is something that is being underrated in this part of the world.
True.
It is underrated, and I feel like we should do better.
So this is to everyone watching us out there. Just try and visit a therapist, talk to somebody, bring somebody close, explain whatever it is that you're feeling. You might feel better after that conversation. So guys, thank you guys for staying here with us, Vivi and Snozy. See you guys on our next episode. Yeah. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and repost. Thank you guys. Bye guys.